Hello tribe, welcome back to the channel. Yaje here, and in today's video I will share with you how I easily maintain consistency with a weight loss or a healthy diet and consistency with exercise or my fitness routine. I will also share with you a simple game that you can play that is so fun that will help you to stay consistent. Let's talk about consistency. Consistency just means that you show up. So once you set a goal, you say you are going to do something. When it's time to do that thing, you show up and do that thing. What you did not hear me say is that you have to do it perfectly, which I think that's where a lot of people fall off the wagon. They think that because they didn't do it perfectly or they did not show up for one day, then they have fallen off the wagon has moved on and left them behind. I'm here to tell you that is really not what consistency means, at least to me. To be consistent, in my opinion, do not chase perfection. Do not chase perfection. If you have a diet plan you're following, you don't have to follow it to the T. If you have an exercise program you're following, you don't have to follow it to the T and do the same exercises that your trainer is doing because you're not yet at their level. In order to be consistent, you need to practice. You need to be flexible. You have to practice flexibility. You have to learn how to adapt the essence of whatever you're trying to do to your situation, and it can even change day after day after day. Now let me share with you how I stay consistent with a weight loss diet. Okay, pay attention. I call this rule of 2 in a row. Rule of 2 in a row. That's my secret formula for consistency. The idea is for a diet, for eating clean, don't break it for more than 2 days. For exercising, don't skip more than 2 days. That will get you consistent with eating healthy or eating in a way that helps you achieve your weight loss goals. It will also get you consistent with an exercise or a fitness program. So here's a little game that I designed based on the principle of never break it for more than 2 days. Okay, I call it the consistency bingo. Essentially, it's just you versus you. You are in competition with yourself. You know, we have two selves, or at least that's how I look at it. There's you of your potential, your best self, you know, you wanting to become a healthier you, the happier you, the stronger you. And then there is Lizzie. That's the name that I gave to my lizard brain. That part that tells me, oh, why bother? Oh, you know, you can do it tomorrow. Comes up with all kinds of excuses. You're not feeling like, she's always cooking up something to stop me from doing what I decided that I would do. I call her Lizzie and she's the bad coach. So the consistency bingo is you versus you, which is insert your name versus who your bad coach is. I call her Lizzie for my lizard brain. Smart, huh? All right, so what we are going to do is do a square, 5 across and 5 down, just like the bingo, okay? So you decide what you want to get consistent at. And it has to be just one thing. Do not say, I want to do this and then that and then that and then that. One thing. Pick your battle. It has to be just one thing that you decide that you want to be consistent at. If it's going out for daily walks, that's your one thing. If it's going to the gym, that's your one thing. If it's doing the Sydney Cummings workouts, that is your one thing. If it's getting consistent with drinking water, your one thing. With eating vegetables, that is your one thing. Make that thing something that is impactful or that has the ability to really impact where you are with your wellness or your fitness goals. So once you decide that, you know, what that one thing is, we are going to give ourselves 1 month to practice that thing. Okay, 1 month to practice that thing. So you decide the one thing and then you decide a start date. If Monday is your start date and then you show up on Monday and do that thing, you are going to give yourself, because you're gonna shade it. The shade is you. It means that you won. You can start with the middle square. If you did not show up on the day that you said you were going to show up to do that thing, you are going to give it an X. An X here is for lazy. Okay. Now remember, our goal is not to be perfect. Our goal is to be consistent. And so we have that flexibility built in. If for some reason you don't show up the next day, that's fine. Lizzie does not get a point yet. If you don't show up for 2 days, that is okay. Lizzie does not get a point yet. Lizzie only gets a point if you skip more than 2 days. So if you show up the next day, that's you. If you fail to show up 2 days in a row for your exercise, you're going to give an X for Lizzie. Okay, so Lizzie only gets an X after you miss it 2 times if it's for exercise. And if you're doing the consistency bingo for a diet plan, which is what I will be working on, it means that if I eat 2 bad meals in a row consistently, that is when I get an X. That is when Lizzie has won, because it means that I'm trying to break the chain. So tribe, that's what I wanted to share with you today, how I easily maintain consistency with the weight loss diet and with fitness, with a fitness routine. That's how I make it unbreakable. I follow this consistency formula, building flexibility into whatever that I practice, making it adaptable. For fitness, I don't skip more than 2 days in a row. I try not to skip more than 2 days in a row, because when you do that, you start to carve a different pattern in your brain, and that makes you actually really fall off that wagon. And for a diet, I try not to have more than 2 bad meals in a row. I am not perfect. It's all about progress. So I hope this was useful. I hope you will play that consistency bingo to actually put this into practice. I hope you grab a notebook or a board like mine and pick one goal, just one pursuit. Don't make it too many. Pick one battle, practice it for a month, and let's see how you do with the consistency bingo. The goal with that consistency bingo is to get 5 in a row. Okay, is to get 5 in a row. When you get 5 in a row, 5 in a row, 5 in a row, then you are winning. That's how you become more and more consistent. You can reward yourself when you get a bingo with something, maybe a pedicure, maybe a new pair of socks, sports bra, whatever that that will add to your journey. Thank you so much for watching. Share this video with friends and family. Invite 1 or 2 other people to subscribe to this channel, as I will keep sharing information such as this one so that we grow healthier together. Until next time, bye-bye. Bye.